are one Nigeria. OHANAEZE bombs IPOB. NNAMDI KANU over Biafra agitations. The Apex Igbo Social Cultural Organization OHANAEZE Indigo has rubbished the agitations of Biafra and NNAMDI KANU for a nation of Biafrans. Obiozo said Igbos the country remains one entity. City News Nigeria reports. According to the presiding general of the organization OHANAEZE Indigo, Professor George Obiozo, KANU and his conspirators have made people point accusing fingers as Igbos as secessionists. I will clear up that word right now. Secessionists. What does that mean? Because I genuinely feel is going to be made to seem as a bad thing, which it really might not be, but putting that in Google right now, and secessionist. So it means a person who favors formal withdrawal from membership of a federation of body, especially a political state. But that's true. A person who favors formal, it's not an illegal thing. A formal, that means there's a process to it. Withdrawal from membership of a federation or body, especially a political state. But that's it. Not Igbos, but obviously Biafrans. Okay, I can understand where there's a confusion where all Igbos are seen as part of IPOB and want to be secessionists. He disclosed this at the grand reception in his honor by Indigo in Lagos. The former Nigerian ambassador to the United States insisted that Indigo were not at war with Nigeria. However, he insisted that the Indigo would continue to seek justice and fairness in all their dealings with everybody in Nigeria. You know what this gives me? It gives me pick me vibe. If you want to be a pick me, like pick me, look at me. I'm not part of them. I don't want to be seen as the evil person. I'm on your side. Pick me so much. I want to be like you. Because I don't understand. Because then you are also feeding into the narrative that the government is feeding to others about Biafrans. Do you understand why they want to leave? What are your plans for staying? What are your opinions on you staying back? When you say we are one Nigeria, what do you mean? One Nigeria that you want to cash out? Because again, if that's what you want, then everyone should draw up their contracts and be like, this should be my percentage. Because since we're all here because it's a trading deal, us working, increasing, spending a lot of money here, increasing with our taxes, there's government revenue, you're getting a percentage of it. So at this point, it should just be one Nigeria for what? Because again, if the people that are making the economy, working class citizens who are paying taxes, do not believe that we are one Nigeria, that is their prerogative. And you've got to look into that. If we're actually going to apply democracy, isn't it? Someone here says, yes, OHANAEZE chairman is absurdly correct. Okay, let KANU refund all the money he collected from Igbos in the name of fighting for nothing, no objective. You see, it's people like this that are so embarrassing. And you know what? When we are pushing for a revolution, when you're pushing to do something, you ignore these people and you leave them behind. Even though sometimes it might hurt that they might be from your tribe, but I don't. When you're gonna come out with comments, you don't just come out, open your mouth, and just start talking. On what grounds? We are one Nigeria. So what? But by law, by international recognition, we are one Nigeria. But does that mean that we are one? Are we really one? Do you understand what Biafrans are fighting for? You don't have to agree, but do you know where they're coming from? Because on a neutral standpoint, it is justified if they do want to leave. I'm not saying they have to leave, but because of their reasons, which have been factual, they do want to leave. And so I'm really getting a lot of pick me vibes, because obviously you're all Igbo at the end of the day, but then you want to show that, oh, I'm not the problematic one. I'm not the one that's trying to be the enemy of the country. I'm not the one trying to leave, so separate us from them. My guy, you are Igbo and that is it. You all share the same ancestors that were killed in the Biafran War. So I don't understand what the separation is, you are still Igbo. And nothing is going to change that. Except it's just me. I don't know. Somebody says when we start treating you, when we start, when we will, what? When we will start treating you, can people madness? Nobody should complain because you are all fools. Okay. Someone says the real Igbos have spoken. Nah. From a neutral standpoint, if you really want to talk about who the real Igbos are, you see, this is a division tactic. It's a divisive tactic because it's like you are Igbo at the end of the day because one person or one fraction of you guys is pushing for something in which the government is not comfortable with, and you know why. You know that this government have it in for the Biafrans. They will literally do anything to break down their agenda, break down anything that they want. So you know that the government is threatened by Biafrans, that the government does not like Biafrans. So it's like who the real Igbos are. My guy, you're all Igbos. That's it. So because you want this, you're fighting for this pick me attitude. You know, you want to be the non-problematic one. You see, that is going to eventually lead to your downfall because you're literally complying with enemies that do not support your same ideology. And the only reason that is very logical as to why you'd want to remain in the Nigerian government is to cash out. It's the other day when you hear Benin Republic trying to be the 37th state. Why? For what? What is the reason? Who asked you? Like, because if you really have good intentions for your people, you will not let them join Nigeria. Forget about all the glitz and glamour of our entertainment industry and how we look and how Nigerians have been able to rebrand themselves, especially the south of Nigeria. So you've got to be specific. When you say you want to join Nigeria, do you mean the north or the south? They really have to be because they're two different countries that operate on two different government systems. They're just so different. Very, very different. So you don't mind being in 37 states. Why? At the risk of your people being insecure? You just want to cash out, my guy. Just say that so we know. And as Nigerians, we'll just stop working, we'll stop paying taxes and draw up a contract and be like, since this is what you people want, let's cash out. Because if Nigerians stopped working, we protest and we stopped paying taxes. I think that's the next thing. I think that's the next peaceful protest that Nigerians need to do. We're paying too much taxes here. That's the thing. And that's why they're getting so much government revenue. They are earning from us. We are funding them. But the fact is, they will still steal in budgets that is made to, it's annoying. I think, like, yeah, I don't know if it would for economists do it, but let's just stop paying taxes. Let's see what's going to happen. But then the fact is even that with top companies or whatever, before the salary even comes to you, your tax is taken away. You see all these tactics and how they want to force government revenue out of the people. So then if you're not complying with your end of the bargain as a government, then why do you want the people to still be there? And of course, Biafrans have deeper reasons as to why they don't want to stay. But then you go look into the reasons why they want to leave and ask if it's not justified. I believe that they are the most honest, sincere, transparent, down-to-earth people who are very united, will say it as it is, do not sugarcoat anything. They see through the mediocrity of the government 100%, which makes the government very vulnerable and very threatened by them. And they are very rooted in their identity and where they come from. That's what I can say. Put what I think about this in the comment section below. Do you believe what this OHANAEZE person is saying? Do not forget to like and subscribe.